Hi guys, Ron here. Last time around I took you through the tools that I use to take care of my bikes and also the bikes of my customers. In the previous video I also told you which tools are going to be useful for your home workshop, and now I want to follow that up and recommend some of the chemicals that I use in my workshop. So the first one are greases. So if you are assembling a bike or just doing regular service, you're going to need some kind of assembly grease. So this is good for the headsets, for bottom brackets, hub bearings, all kinds of interfaces when you want some protection against corrosion, seizing and water. This is Morgan Blue Aquaproof paste. And it's an excellent product. I use it a lot on the aforementioned applications. It's super thick. It feels quite close to glue, and it keeps the water out excellent for any kind of bike, and invaluable for cyclocross. Then if you want to service your bearings, you're going to need something thinner. Well, I don't use all kinds of bearing greases for specific bearings. I use this. Again, this is from Morgan Blue. This is a low friction bearing grease, and it's the same as Ceramic Speed use as their long life grease. If you use high-end Ceramic Speed bearings, then they also give you an option of time trial grease, which is very thin, then oil, which is even thinner of course, and then the regular blue grease. But this is still quite low friction, still quite thin, but gives very good protection. And I use this basically in every bearing that I service. Then, even if you don't have any carbon parts on your bike, there are some connections like the stem and the steer crown and the seat post, which you don't really want to move, but at the same time you don't want them to seize together, and that's exactly where fiber grip can be really useful. I also use this quite a lot. It's getting a bit thin, and yeah, it increases the friction and protects the parts, and at the same time it doesn't allow them to have carbon to metal or metal on metal, carbon to carbon contact, so they don't seize together. So you can actually move them if you want to, but they don't move if you don't. Then another one. This is mastic, so tubular glue, tubular cement, whatever you want to call it. And it's actually quite useful even if you don't glue tubulars. Well, I don't anymore, but still plenty of good uses. So good to keep a tube or two around. Then of course the greaser. So the most practical version, I think this would be regular brake cleaner. And yeah, basically apart from removing the standard grease from my new chains, I use this on all kinds of stuff, basically any application you want on a bike. It's not too aggressive, but at the same time it does get rid of the grease and the mess. Then for stripping this factory grease of a new chain, I use this. So this is Ecotech degreaser, soy based from Finish Line. It works very well. I leave it in there overnight, and it's good to go for waxing. Then you ask a lot about the cleanliness of my bikes. Usually I wash them with Squirt BioBike, so this is a biodegradable bike wash, and it's very effective. I like to use it. And it also lasts quite a long time because you can dilute it and it still cleans pretty well. And then, of course, chain lube. This is regular oil. You should never use this. It's horrible, it's gunky, messy, slow. If you want your drivetrain to be clean and healthy as mine, you have to use molten speed wax, Squirt lube, or UFO drip. Okay, so these are the chemicals, and care or maintenance products that I use for my bikes. If you want to know more about the bike setups and the parts themselves, then don't forget to tune into the channel and subscribe. It's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.